Hello and welcome to our new show. Not sure what we're calling it yet, but we're going with, at the moment, the Musing.
It might change.
It's about giving our thoughts and opinions on what's happened over the past week of SmackDown, Monday's Raw, and what to look forward to on this coming Fridays Smackdown. We're also hoping to hear from you and get your thoughts, so if you have anything to say, we'll look forward to reading it and incorporating it into the show.
So, put your feet up, listen to us babble on for a bit, and enjoy.
If something's not mentioned, it's not because we've forgotten about it. Well, we may have. It's just that we don't feel it's really a remarkable moment, or there's nothing more to add to that segment, really.
No, this is totally not an AI-generated library background.
What?
So, on with the show. The big talking point, I suppose, was didn't they have a fight, Drew McIntyre and LA Knight? And personally, I feel that they did have a fight. I know a lot of people say, oh, they didn't, it was a work. But I think they did have a fight, and I'll tell you why. So if you're interested, sit down, listen. LA Knight came down, cut a promo, said something to Drew about stuff. So that's maybe the ignition to it. The match starts. Knight catapults into the ring, takes down Drew. LA Knight gets up, kicks Drew in the head. That could have been the start of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
He might have caught Drew a little bit too heavy. I don't know. But let's pretend that's not the start of it. Knight gets up, McIntyre's on the floor, Knight goes over to Jimmy, and they start fighting in the corner. Drew then comes up behind Knight, and he's what, 6'5", McIntyre? He's a big fella, and I heard no audibles called or anything like, I'm coming, I'm going to hit you, get ready. He didn't say anything to prepare Knight for what was coming. What I did hear was the slap of McIntyre's hand on the back of LA Knight's head.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not bothered who you are, somebody hitting you on the back of the head unexpectedly is going to hurt.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure when we were all kids, we used to play fight, because I know I did, and I'm sure you did, and I'm sure many of you did at home, and you might even still do. Nothing wrong with that. But when you play fighting, sometimes somebody just catches you wrong, and it hurts. And then that switch is flipped, and you see the red mist. So you might do something to this friend, you might hit them a little bit harder than you normally would, you might get them in the old headlock and give them a nuggy, that kind of thing. But then as soon as they've said, oh, that hurts, you feel your retribution has been dealt with, it's all finished, that's it. And you square and you move on. So, Drew's come up behind LA Knight, bosh, back of the head. Knight's felt it, doesn't like it, turned around, quicker than I've ever seen him, slapped Drew, face, ear, back of the head, neck, it doesn't matter, he's clocked him. So that could have been the receipt, but Drew didn't like it.
No.
So Drew took him down. Now, Drew's not going to go hand-to-hand combat because he's not a boxer. He's not a boxer. He's not going to pull in a martial artist stance because he's not into martial arts. He's a wrestler, and what do wrestlers do? They take you to the ground. They grapple you. That is their go-to.
He still needs to be professional as well, like...
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm coming to that. So he'll grapple him to the ground.
Yeah.
He got the better of Knight because he took him down. It didn't look like a clean takedown. He grabbed him, and it was whoever could get down first and get in a better position. For McIntyre, it was him. He then started clubbing the back of LA Knight. Now, he can't close fist punch Knight. No way. He can't, because he could have kidney hit him. He could have hit him in the back of the neck, head rather. He could have dropped his elbow multiple times on the back of LA Knight's head. But he didn't, because that's the part where he has to stay professional.
Yeah.
Now, we don't know what the repercussions are if you go into the ring and you deliberately hurt something. Hurt someone. So you could go in there and you could hurt someone on purpose, but then when you come back and see the hierarchy behind the scenes, you could be fined, you could be suspended, you could even be fired in extreme circumstances, because they know accidents happen, they know mishaps happen, they know botches happen, but to go into the ring and deliberately hurt somebody, I'm sure that's a different ball game, and there would be repercussions. So Drew knew he couldn't close fish punch LA Knight at all. So what he did was within his limits of the ring, and that was hit back, Knight in the back with a forearm or whatever, as much as he could, because it was quite a few times he hit him. Yes, it did. So for a split second, in my opinion, that did turn into a real fight. It was only 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
But then, from the slap to the back of the head to Jimmy coming in and sort of bringing them apart, it was about 10 seconds. I think. I might be mistaken. But for those few seconds, in my opinion, that was real.
Yeah.
There is no doubt, because that hit on the back of LA Knight's head was intended. And it was hard, and you could hear it through the camera. And I was like, yeah, he's clocked him there.
Yeah, he's caught him there, yeah.
So Knight spun round, slapped McIntyre. He didn't like it. The two of them fight on the ground. McIntyre landed on top, starts hitting Knight. Jimmy comes in, split up, done. Now, since then, they have both said, oh, there's nothing wrong.
Yeah,
everything's fine. But who's going to come out and say, yeah, I ate him? Because then it's a story.
Yeah.
If they both say, no,
whereas if
everything's
that's
fine.
not meant to be the next thing, then they're just going to
exactly
try and...
Precisely. But if they both say, no problems here, then everybody's going to forget about it and we're all going to move on.
Yeah.
But doesn't matter the fact he hit him in the back, he meant those hits. And for them few seconds,
intent.
It was real, within the limits of what he could do. And then after that, obviously, it calmed down.
Yeah.
There is...
Back to normal.
But you've got to remember, if you're messing about with someone you play fighting and somebody catches you, that switch flips.
Oh, yeah.
The redness descends, and you're like, I need to get you back. So for me, it was real. If you don't think it was, then let us know. But for me, that was, for those few seconds, that was real. Because they stayed professional. Well, McIntyre did. Because, as I say, you can't start punching because he could have been in serious trouble. No matter how big he is, surely he would have been in trouble from certainly Triple H and upwards.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what are you doing? You do not injure fellow professional.
Intent,
you do not like that.
With intent, yeah.
But anyway, let us know what you think.
Now, during SmackDown, we learned of some talent that had been let go. Not had their contracts renewed, or whatever you want to call it, but they've left the WWE. So there was Paul Ellering, AOP, Cedric Alexander, Giovanni Vinci, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, Elektra Lopez, I know that was a little bit later, Blake Davenport, Blair Davenport, Isla Dawn, and also Sonya Deville. I don't think I'm going to miss anyone. I didn't mind Lopez. She was alright with Los
Always
Garza.
a distraction.
Yes, yeah. And she was on the show.
Yes. I think the big one for me, I mean, yeah, you're not going to miss them. They've not been there.
No,
you're not going to miss them.
They've not done a lot, really, have they?
If they were there, they wouldn't change anything. If they're not there, nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
The big one for me, though, was Sonya Deville.
Yeah.
Because she was with PFC, awful name, I know.
Yeah.
She was like the leader.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, and the thing is, how are they going to play that going forward? Are they going to
them,
start?
yeah, they're still going to stay
be
together.
like, hey, has anybody seen Sonya Deville lately? Where's she gone? Or are they just
going to be Fusion Collective?
Yeah, or they're just going to completely like...
Just not say anything.
Sonya who? Sonya who?
Yeah.
So...
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad that they've gone. Obviously, WWE saw something in them. But on the other hand, WWE didn't see something in them.
Yeah.
That's how I got to look at that. There's two ways of looking at things. Then we had Alexa Bliss and Candice LaRae. For me, this was a bit of a poor match. I don't know what you feel.
Yeah, it's just a bit boring.
Yes, there's ring rust, but surely, this is Alexa obviously, but surely she's shaken some of that off behind closed doors.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no way they'd have just been, Alexa, can you come to SmackDown on Friday? And she's like, yeah, give me a few hours, I'll be there. I mean, she'd have had a little bit of ring time somewhere.
Yeah, and she has, because I'm sure she's put stuff on I don't know if it's like on Twitter, X, or Instagram, but she's put things, it would have been weeks ago, where she's like training in the ring.
Yeah, and that's what she needs.
She's obviously had that.
But I just find it a bit boring. And then to have LaRae attack the Lily Doll during an ad break, I mean, we saw that, but we know that they were on an advert or on a break in America. I mean, whose idea was that? I mean, we saw it, but I take it that some parts of the world did miss it. But surely that's like a big moment that, there's Lily Doll. I'm going to start kicking it
Exactly.
about. Why would you just like...
She's meant to be connected to the Wyatt Six.
Well, is she? Spoiler.
Well,
let's
I don't
wait.
know,
Let's
but
jump in the gun.
I know, yeah. And she's brought the doll back.
Yeah, with a facelift and a makeover.
Yeah. So it obviously means something. So for her to go
Oh yeah,
after
of
it
course.
and not everyone see it.
No,
like,
it's like what's the point?
Yeah, what was the point?
Yeah, at least let everybody see. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone needed to see this really, but.
And also on SmackDown we had Charlotte and Tiffany. I mean, when Stratton walked in front of Flair and the face that she pulled.
Flair's, yeah.
Yeah,
Just...
like it kind of reminded me of like Cinderella with the evil stepmother and Tiffany being the stepdaughter. Obviously it was Paul that Flair's just come straight in. Just straight for a title shot.
I mean, the people have said this and we agree. It's like, why are you giving it to her on a plate?
I mean, I know
if you're gonna...
in the predictions, if you want to go back and look at that from Royal Rumble, that I predicted that, but it didn't mean I wanted it to happen.
No, you just thought...
It was like, yeah, they're probably just going to give it her.
I mean, they could have done that for Cena, couldn't they?
Easily.
If you was going to give it to anyone, you're going to give it to him.
Yeah.
But with him not winning a third Rumble, he's won 2, hasn't he?
Yes.
With him not winning a third one, that means that Austin is still the only man to win 3 Rumbles. Giving it to Cena as well, and tied joint.
That's why one of the reasons again why I thought he may have won, because it's like, okay, right, yeah, it's your last time, so then you're tied with being the having the most wins as well,
in the Rumble, yeah,
as well as making it to that title reign. 17 as well.
He'll get that.
Yeah,
but it's just to give it to Flair, it's a bit.
They should have made her earn it, like, at least, like, still be in the Rumble, obviously, come back, be in the Rumble, be in the Final 4, be in the Final 2.
Yeah.
Fair. But not win, she should have, like, gone to the chamber. Gone to the Elimination Chamber.
And won that or something.
Well, more than likely, yeah, but at least gone through that. Earn
it
a little bit.
Yeah, not just, hey, I'm back, and I've won.
Yeah.
In my contract.
Exactly.
I don't know. And then Solo back, and up to his old tricks. But is he getting the band back together, or is he going to fly solo for the time being? I mean, I think Tama and Fatu are doing well at the moment as a tag team.
Yeah, they're well together, yeah.
They lack a leader like Solo, but they've spread the wings, they're flying, they're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Tongaloa's got to come back.
I keep forgetting about him, yeah.
I know.
He didn't really do much.
No.
To be fair,
Tama's the whipping boy. But when he comes back, will he join back up with Tama and Fatu? But then it's Fatu. He's certainly got the charisma to be a leader, but I think Solo made it.
Yeah.
Personally. Again, if you disagree, that's fine. That's what makes the world go round, apart from money's opinions.
It's but like Fatu's, it's like the way he goes after people, that's, say he is the werewolf to do that, which is good. That's like his role within a group, not really a leader.
The enforcer.
Yeah.
The Punisher. No, that's Damien Priest. But but it'd be interesting to see this coming week. We'll get to that in a bit. What Solo's intentions are. So I think that wrapped up SmackDown. The talking point. I mean, okay, we had Tozawa, Carmelo Hayes, but it's
nice
a match.
to see Tozawa wrestle. I don't know when he has wrestled.
The jobber's got a jobber. Because Hayes has been jobbing out, so he's like, I need a jobber.
Yeah.
Where's the jobber's jobber? Tozawa. No offence, Tozawa.
So we'll go on to Raw now. Jay picked Gunther. I don't know if you know. Go and watch our Raw review. The link will be in the description. Shameless plug there. But Jay, Gunther, was it ever going to be Cody? No, it wasn't. Let's be honest. It was always going to be Gunther.
Yeah. I mean, he could have picked Cody, but there was like 0.001% chance. He was never going to do that.
No, because
there's too much.
There's too many other opponents that Cody can have.
Yes, yeah. Like Reigns, if he wins the Eliminate, if he's in it, he would go after him. If Seth wins, he'll go after him. If Punk wins, he'll go after him.
Yeah. Nobody's
really says, oh yeah, I'm going to go for Gunther. It's always been slightly towards Rhodes, I think.
Definitely.
Dakota Kai, Iyo Sky versus Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez. For me, this was off the chart. The flow of the moves. Morgan getting busted open. Everybody getting involved. Everybody doing something.
There was no stop-start.
No, because sometimes you find that.
Yeah.
It was like, who's go? Is it me to move? It was.
I don't want to say, like, women's wrestling. But
I
unfortunately...
think you can.
stop-start sometimes a bit, especially in tag.
Yeah.
But it flowed really, really well.
I think, it was fantastic. If you can watch
Yeah.
it, go and watch it.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And then we've got SmackDown to look forward to.
Because I think that's covered Raw, really. And I mean, that was the big talking points. Oh, AJ Styles came back.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he did.
And now he's in a feud with Dominic Mysterio.
Brilliant.
And so if he beats Dom, does that... Because he's got to beat him, hasn't he, on next Monday. So if he beats
You'd have thought so.
So if
I
he beats
mean,
him, does that mean it's... well, that's that
well,
feud
there's
done.
interference always, isn't there, with the Judgment
Maybe
Day.
there's a new member of Judgment Day. AJ Styles. He's
Yeah.
going to recruit
Whoa.
him. Exclusive. Forget your dirt sheets. Come here. No idea.
So in SmackDown, one of the matches we've got is Jacob Fatu, Braun Strowman versus Damien Priest in a triple threat for the Elimination Chamber qualifier. Now, is Priest the gooseberry in this three-way dance?
I think he is. I think
Because everyone wants to see Jacob and Strowman again.
Oh, yeah. Like, Priest, thanks for coming. But it's not... We're not here to see you. We're here to see these two Goliaths. I mean, yeah, okay, Priest big. What,
Yeah,
is it like,
tall.
Is it like 6'13"? But think about it. But yeah, Fatu monster, Strowman monster. They're gonna clash. Is it gonna be Strowman?
Is it going to be a clean finish?
Strowman and Fatu taking themselves out. Priest picks up the pieces.
That's it.
One,
yeah.
2, 3.
Gets an easy win.
I'm in the Elimination Chamber. I think they'll want to go Fatu. I mean, we'll do predictions on the Elimination Chamber closer to the time. We're not going to do, what we think's going to happen, like I know a lot of other people do, because they just like to chuck out videos with no content. I think it'll be Fatu. I think he would make...
You reckon?
I think he will make a better person in the Elimination Chamber because he might win. If you put Strowman in, you know he's not going to win. The big guys never win.
No.
They just don't.
Yeah, I don't think
as big as they are and as strong as they are, and if there was a real fight, they'd probably win because they're massive. But you know if Strowman's in, he won't win. That's where where Jacob, I think he's 6'2". I don't know what his weight is, but the point is, he moves like a light heavyweight.
Yeah.
The moves he pulls off, and he's got
When he
that.
does a moonsault.
He's got that. Yeah, he's got that bit more about him. I mean, I'm not to say that Priest hasn't.
I think it would be Priest that goes into the chamber.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Prediction spoiler.
No, not winning the chamber, but going into the chamber match.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, you think he'll beat them two?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because they'll just beat each other up and
then he'll just...
I'm here, guys.
I mean, as far as I'm aware, triple threats are like no DQs.
No DQ, yeah.
Basically no rules. So, is Tama Tonga going to come out? Is Solo going to come out? So you've got all this stuff to think about. Well, that's to look forward to. So anyway, if you want us to hear your opinions, then the best time to let us know what they are is after the Raw review, and that usually lands on a Tuesday about 1ish onwards.
Yep.
And then if you go from sort of 1ish to 7 in the evening...
UK time.
Yes, that then gives us time to read and look at what's been and bring your thoughts to air, be a part of our show, share interesting points from your observations, or just want to downright disagree with what we say. Then please let us know in the comments below, and we'll go through them, if you do say anything, next week.
If you like this, I'm glad we could be of service. If you didn't, why not? You know what it was about, wrestling from the start. Why are you still here?
That'll keep them interested. Thank you again for watching.
And we'll see you Saturday for SmackDown.